In this video, we're taking a look at a webcam specifically only for this monitor. This is the Apple Pro Display XDR monitor, and this is the webcam here. It is magnetic, so it actually can just pull right off of the monitor like that, the top of the monitor, and it's got a magnetic base. And then you kind of just place it on and it just automatically attaches like that onto the monitor, and then you have this swivel here that you can adjust the angle for. I would imagine that this could also work on other monitors that have magnetic tops, but I don't know of any other than the Pro Display XDR. But as you can see, it looks like it's kind of custom made for this monitor, right? So that's kind of nice. What this webcam is, it's the Logitech Brio 4K webcam, but it's a specific model that has this magnetic base. It's specifically designed, for this monitor, the Apple Pro Display XDR. Now, when the Apple Pro Display XDR first came out, and the webcam also came out around that same time, I found that the webcam was a little bit too expensive and I didn't want to get it. It was, I think, about $200. Subsequently, because both of these have actually been out a couple of years, this webcam now is just about $100. So I think it's, kind of worth it for that price. And I kind of like it just because it doesn't require any kind of a stand that goes over the bezel of your monitor or in the back, like most webcams that look kind of janky. This just looks like it's custom made, and it is custom designed for the monitor. It's just a sleek design that fits the monitor just really well. And then, of course, when you don't want to use the webcam or you want to take it off, it's just magnetic. You can just pull it off and then put it down. Like I can, I sometimes store it behind here, on the stand here, just behind the monitor like that. Or you can just leave it on. And then when you put it on, it just kind of automatically kind of goes because it's magnetic, right? So that's kind of nice. I don't get the full 4K resolution out of it, but I think that's a very common problem. I think Logitech kind of lies in that respect. And let's get a closer look of the webcam so you can kind of see it close up. Again, this does kind of angle up and down as well. So if you're a taller person, you kind of angle it up. If you're a shorter person using this, you can kind of angle it down. Also, under this base is a little screw where you can actually unscrew it and put this on a tripod or even a regular webcam mount for other monitors as well. So you can get like an aftermarket webcam mount, for this and use that with this, and that should work fine. So mainly the only difference between this Logi Brio and the normal Logi Brio is the stand, the magnetic part. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as a regular Logi Brio. So let's go ahead and do a audio and video test with this webcam, and you can kind of get a sense of the quality of it. Okay, so here is the audio and video test of the Logi Brio webcam. I'm using the built-in microphones and some artificial lighting. I think webcams generally do better when you have some lighting to it. When you provide some artificial lighting, they don't do well in low light situations. So the more light that you can throw at them, the better that they will look. One thing I want to note is this webcam does have built-in microphones, so that's pretty good. The Elgato webcams don't have any built-in microphones, so I did have one of those before and I found that I had to use earbuds every time I wanted to have audio. This is kind of nice if you're doing a Zoom meeting or just doing online streaming, something casual. It's just nice to have the built-in microphones, and I think the audio is actually pretty good on these. It's not terrible. If I'm recording more of a long form video, I would probably want to have a lav mic, external audio set up with this. Or if I'm doing like a long stream or something like that where audio is more important to me, I would definitely not use the built-in audio. But for the sake of this test, I wanted to use the built-in audio so you can get a sense of how it sounds with the Logi Brio. The other thing is I was not able to get it connected correctly on my Mac using the built-in cables that they provide. They provide two cables, a short USB-C to USB-C cable that goes directly from the webcam into the back of the Pro Display XDR. And they also have a longer cable, which I think is something like 6 feet or something like that. Both of these cables seem to be very bad quality. They don't really go into the USB ports very well. They kind of feel flimsy and kind of like, for lack of a better word, almost fall out. And they don't connect the camera at all. I was not able to get any connectivity to the camera through these. It was only until I supplied my own USB-C cable that I was able to get the camera to work for some reason. So that was really odd. If you're experiencing problems getting your Logitech Brio webcam connected to your computer, I think the first thing to try is supply a different USB-C cable. I think that might work better for you. So that's just a pro tip for you. So yeah, let me know what you think about this video test. I'm not getting the full 4K out of this, and that's kind of normal, I think, for a lot of webcams, especially the Logitechs. A lot of times you can't actually get the full advertised resolution out of them without doing some like severe tweaks and stuff like that. I'm getting just 1080 out of this at 30 frames a second, which is fine, I think, for a webcam, and it kind of suits its purpose for me. But that's just something to know about. They advertise this as a 4K, but you're not necessarily getting the full 4K resolution out of it. But yeah, let me know what you think of the audio and video quality. I'm actually pretty happy with it in general, and I like the fact that this webcam does have the built-in microphones, because I can just get a FaceTime call or something and instantly be able to communicate with whoever's calling me, or a Zoom call or something like that without having to hook up, external audio or my AirPods or anything like that. So that's a plus. One other negative about the Logi Brio webcam, though, is that it does not have some kind of a privacy shade or anything that you would put over the lens. It does not come with anything like that. Although I think there are third-party ones that you can just buy cheaply on Amazon, but that's just something to know as well if that is a concern for you. So let me know what you think about the quality, both video and audio, that you're seeing here. And thanks for watching my review video of the Logitech or Logi Brio webcam, specifically for the Apple Pro Display XDR. See you in my next video.